2K season is here, so I gotta look out for y'all boys with some of the best jump shots. No matter if you're on a small build, a big build, a lockdown, a popper, a 7-footer, or even a 6'10", there's something in today's video that's gonna get you right. No matter if it's releases, a base, there's something in today's video from having a low shooter rating to having a high shooter rating, especially with some help from you guys in the comment section to help make this even possible. But for the first thing we always talk about, we gotta get to the dribble pull-ups. And when it comes to the variety of dribble pull-ups on NBA 2K25, it's not that much, to be honest. You got a small window of dribble pull-ups to use. As a pro 2 is one of my favorites, but if you're on a small guard, definitely try out CP3. Now it's more to the shooting hand that he has the best animation, and I do recommend you guys to rhythm shoot with these dribble pull-ups. Now you can choose square if you want to, or the button, but definitely use rhythm shooting when it comes to mid-ranges, because it's literally broken. And if you're someone that's looking for Kobe Bryant dribble pull-up, you're gonna need a 92 shooting rating or mid-range or three-pointer. But if you're looking for Devin Booker, you still gonna have to be starter 4 as well, but you're gonna need an 87 shooting rating when it comes to the mid-range or three-pointer. Now when the next one is Kevin Durant. Now this is maybe the one of the easiest ones to time when it comes to rhythm shooting. Definitely recommend it, especially you got an 87 mid-range, definitely recommend that one. But for my big builds, my 7-footers, or somebody that can't get an 87 mid-range, normal 2 is the best you can really get. Some people might use Victor Wembanyama, but Victor Wembanyama is only good to his strong hand. But as I give you some of the best dribble pull-ups, let me give you some of the best bases to use in the game, especially for my small guards. Now we know about Jalen Brunson, it just came out last season, but as it is jump shot base, definitely recommend you to try it out. Then we got Cam Thomas, which is a top 3 base in the game that literally almost the top guards will end up using if they're not using Patty Mills, which for Patty Mills, you have to have starter 4 rep. If you're not a starter 4, you cannot unlock Patty Mills with also having an 85 three-pointer or mid-range rating. Now you might be wondering, can I get KPJ? Can I get Kevin Porter Jr.? If you're a starter 4, you can get it, but also you need to have an 84 mid-range or three-pointer to unlock KPJ jump shot and Patty Mills base to end up even using these and even making jump shots. Now the next jump shot base is Peyton Pritchard. I always told y'all, maybe since like season 4 or season 5, Peyton Pritchard is a slept on one, but also Kyrie Irving is one of the best ones on that list, as you need a 93 pointer or mid-range to use it. This is one of those ones that you can literally use pure Kyrie and a custom jump shot creator and really go crazy. And if you're someone that likes to use Jarrett Culver or T-Mac, Allen Iverson is the small guard version of Jarrett Culver and T-Mac. But if you got a low 3-pointer rating, definitely use Kyrus Lewis Jr. This is maybe one of the best bases to use for a low 3-pointer rating build. No matter if you got like a 75 3-pointer, 70 3-pointer, the recommended rating will be like a 75 to be honest. But then we got Bronny James. Bronny James has a slept on actual base on this game. The thing is, when you put certain blends to it, it'll make his 3-point rating or his mid-range rating a little higher. But Jacoby Walter is just like the JT Thor in NBA 2K24, but just for small guards. But for the jump shots, this first jump shot is for people that have a low 3-point rating or doesn't have a high mid-range with a low 3-point rating. Now, if you only have a low 3-point rating and you don't have anything higher than a 75 or 74, use this Kyrus Lewis Jr., Oscar Robertson, 50-50 max speed. Then you gotta end up messing with the visual cue on your own, because mine's gonna be different from yours. I have mine a little bit past push, almost close to the halfway of push and release, but it's all about feel and the visual point that you can actually release the ball. Some people like to release it a little earlier because their visual cues might be better, or they like to just release earlier. That's just the perfect timing for them. For the next jump shot, I always tell y'all, when y'all ask me what jump shot do you use in your Jalen Brunson video, this is the Jalen Brunson jump shot I use. Cam Thomas, Oscar Robertson. It doesn't gotta be 50-50, it could be 100%, but this is a maxed out and it's slightly closer to the release mark, past the push and halfway mark of that. But you can use Jalen Brunson base with this as well. Or if you got Patty Mills, you can use Patty Mills as well. You can use Jalen Brunson, Patty Mills, or you can use Cam Thomas. The thing is, you just gotta change the visual cue up if you want to, and also you might change the speed up based on which one feels good to you. But for the next one, we got the Patty Mills, Baluba, Oscar Robertson. Now this is the one I've been using on my Jordan Poole build that y'all haven't seen yet. Now this is maxed out, this is a 50-50, and this is on the halfway mark of push and release. Now look, if you want to end up rhythm shooting with this, you might want to go more to the release mark, but if you're going to use square, this is what you're going to use. This is going to be the setup that you're going to use, or you can end up making it a little bit more different if you want to use the speed 3/4 speed instead of using max speed. But hey, it's all about feeling what's comfortable is for you. For the next one, we got another Patty Mills. This is the Patty Mills that I was using on my Caitlin Clark. As my Jordan Poole build is 6'4", the Caitlin Clark build is 6'1", 6'2". This is going to have short arms. This is Patty Mills, Oscar Robertson, Colin Sexton. Now this is 3/4. Since you got shorter arms, your releases are going to be way faster. Now we're going to have it on release. 77-23 blend. Now with this jump shot right here, I'm gonna be honest, if you got short arm builds, like if you want a 6'2", 6'1", 6'3" is kind of pushing it, but you still can get away with it based on if you got short arm. Then we got the Josh Primo base with Stephen Curry, Kemba Walker. Now you could change the releases if you want to, but as to the base is nice. This is a max speed, slightly pass push, 45-55 blend, up and down jump shot. Now look, as you running guard, this is a little bit of an elevated jump shot, but as of when he put the ball in the air, it's going to be somewhat of a push. Now, as a pushing versus pushing towards the rim or pushing up, this is one of those ones that he's going to be pushing towards the rim versus up. Now, with this jump shot right here, we got the Zach LaVine. Now, don't sleep on the Zach LaVine base. I'm going to be honest. Do not sleep on Zach LaVine base. Then we got the Oscar Robertson, Luka Doncic. Now, you can switch up the bases if you want to, but this is my go-to base when it comes to Oscar Robertson, Luka Doncic. But this is going to be max speed, 15-85 blend, somewhat similar to my John Wall jump shot from 2K24, and this is very effective. I'm going to be honest, if you use John Wall in 2K24, this is somewhat the closest I could get other than Peyton Pritchard, but Peyton Pritchard doesn't get off the ground as much as this one. Now, this one you can actually shoot over people with, since it does have a decent height, since you got the Oscar Robertson and the Luka Doncic. But for actually like cooking up, I definitely recommend you to try this out. Now, if you're someone that likes the rhythm shoot, this is one of the ones you want to use. You want to use Allen Iverson base. Now, if you're going to use square, you want to put your visual cue a little bit closer to push, but if you're going to be rhythm shooting, put it almost at the halfway mark. Now, with this setup that I have, you can rhythm shoot with it. You can also use square, but you're going to hold it for a nice little amount of time if you end up using square. So if you can find a nice little in-between that you can use square and rhythm shoot with it, you'll be a-okay. But for my small guards, that's all I got for y'all boys. Now I got to look out for the big guards, the poppers, the lockdowns, and my ISO 6'6" and things like that. Now for the best bases you can use for those builds, and you like the rhythm shoot, Kobe Bryant. Now I know you might need to have a high 3-point rating, a mid-range rating to get it, but things like this, T-Mac, and Jarrett Culver are those ones. This is literally the same jump shot. The main difference is the elevation and jump shot speed. One has a slower release. Now, when it comes to this one, this is Scottie Pippen. I love Scottie Pippen base. I've been messing with it since maybe like season 3. Matt Ryan is a top jump shot base, especially if you like the ISO or even catch and shoot. It is fast. I definitely recommend you to try it out. Then we got Benedict Mathurin. Now, this is one that slept on and I had to actually try out. It's me watching the NBA Finals and watching the playoffs. You got to actually like try some jump shots. Then we got Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay base, you know you can't really go wrong with it. It's not too slow. It's not too fast. It's one of those in-betweens that you can actually rhythm shoot with. Josh Richardson, this is a slept up on one. Now, Josh Richardson really shocked me. Y'all must see why. Can't forget about Benedict Mathurin's teammate, Ben Shepherd. Now, his base, we already knew about Ben Shepherd last year, but this year, it still get the job done. Then, I ain't gonna be honest, I can't even pronounce his name, but his base is fire. I'm gonna be 100% honest, I ain't gonna try to, but his base is nice. Then we got Jalen Tyson. Now, this is the ones I've been telling you from Pro-Am people end up using, even on ISO or even catch and shoot. The same thing with Ray Allen. Ray Allen could be a hit or miss. It's all about preference. Some people can knock down with Ray Allen. Some people can't. Then we got Jacoby Walter, aka the JT Thor for guards and small forwards on NBA 2K25. Now, look, since I just gave y'all some of the best bases y'all can use, and y'all got a lot of options, especially for the big guards, the lockdowns, and poppers, let's get into the jump shots. Now, the first jump shot is the go-to. Now, look, I always told y'all, this is what I've been switching up to. The Jarrett Culver, Oscar Robertson, Kyle Korver, 40-60, right close in between the halfway mark of push and release. This is what I used on my Cooper Flag build. I used this on most of my taller guard builds, lockdown builds, or even popper builds. Like, even if you got at least an 85 mid-range, 84 mid-range, this is usually what I'm going to be using. If I can get this jump shot on the build, I'm going to use it. This is one of those you don't want to sleep on. But if you don't like Jarrett Culver or T-Mac, you can end up using Scottie Pippen. The same setup, just with Scottie Pippen. Now, I used this on my lockdown build that only had an 87 mid-range. Now, that's why it's so important for you to go, if you're going to have a high mid-range, you got to at least have a decent 3-point rating. 75 3-pointer get the job done, but 79 is that like threshold that really gets you crazy. Then we got the other Scottie Pippen. This is Scottie Pippen, Zach LaVine, Joe Ingles, 70-30 blend, max speed, and this is literally one tick or two right past push. Now, a lot of people, they say they don't care for Oscar Robertson releases and things like that. So if you want to be a little bit different, hey, this is what you want to end up using. But if you don't want to end up using these releases, you can always use the Oscar Robertson and find a secondary release that fits you very well. It's no problem with that. Then we got the Benedict Mathurin, Kobe Bryant, Oscar Robertson. Now look, pay attention to the bases. We got 3 bases you can use. You can use the man name I can't pronounce. You can use Benedict Mathurin, or you can use Josh Richardson. I'm going to show you the Josh Richardson version. Josh Richardson base may be the best one out of the 3, but all 3 of them are great bases to use. And you can set it up the same way I have them from all 3 jump shots. The only thing you have to change is the visual cue, as it being max speed, 30-70 blend, and only thing you really change is that visual cue. Some might be a little closer to push, some might be halfway, or some might be a few ticks past push, but not at the halfway mark. But this being the Josh Richardson base, nasty, beautiful, catch and shoot, ISO. There's a lot of potential for that jump shot for you. And I used this man jump shot release before, Isaiah Colliner. I used his jump shot release, but I never used his base. But as of his base, it slept on. With Rudy Gay, Oscar Robertson, 45-55 blend, max speed, and somewhat a few ticks past push, you can knock down. Now, I would recommend this more of a catch and shoot jump shot. The only thing that you might have to worry about, this jump shot does jump forward. So this might cause you to get more contest on your shot. So keep that in mind. It's a good jump shot as of looks, but when it comes to actually shooting with it, you might end up getting more contested and people might get closeouts just because you're jumping forward versus you're leaning backwards like a Jared Cover or a T-Mac. Then we got the Rudy Gay jump shot, Oscar Robertson. Then we got Mikal Bridges, max speed 50-50. Now, with Rudy Gay base, you really can't go wrong. If you don't want to use pure Oscar as your release, or you want to use Rudy, Oscar, Rudy, that's a cool little combination you can do, or Rudy, Oscar, or Luka Doncic. Bro, you can't really go wrong. With this jump shot, it's literally an easy timing jump shot for anybody that has a decent 3-point rating or mid-range rating. But for all my big bills that's looking for bases, hey, I got y'all. Y'all, look. I told y'all, I got the Stanley Johnson base. It's a lot of bases that you can mess with. Marcus Morris, like, it's a lot of bases that you can end up messing with that you can really knock down. And I know you want to say, a lot of people say use Jonathan Isaac. It's okay to use Jonathan Isaac. It's one of the top jump shot bases you can use in this game. I'm gonna put it hands down. I do not want you to at least try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to use it. But it's like jump shot bases like Davis Bertans and like that. His base is nice, but you gotta have a high mid-range or 3-point rating to unlock those. Most of these bases I'm showing you, you gotta have a decent mid-range rating or 3-point range to even unlock. Like, you're gonna be between the 85 or 84 3-point rating, or even 83 to even unlock decent bases for you can be able to shoot very consistently. So anybody that's trying to make a center build, please make sure if you're going to end up making a center build, at least have an 82 mid-range or 84 mid-range on that center build if you want to unlock a lot of great jump shot bases. Now, since I just showed you some of the best bases you can get on these 7-foot builds, 6'10s, and really go crazy with, let's get into the jump shots. Now, it's the first jump shot. I always told y'all about Oliver Sarr. Now, this jump shot is fast. You might want to end up messing with the visual cue. You might want to put this more on release. It is a fast jump shot. This one, it does take a lot because you need MPJ as well. So it's going to be a 76 3-point rating or mid-range rating. Now, it's literally smooth. I'm gonna be honest, it's smooth. You can rhythm shoot with this, but the thing is, if you try to rhythm shoot it, I prefer you to put it on release. Do not try to rhythm shoot with this on literally push. It's gonna be very hard. I tried it only on release, and if you want to make it a little bit slower, through 3-4 speed. This jump shot is literally going to be A+ speed. It gives you the same feel of using Matt Ryan jump shot on a 6'5 or a 6'9 build. Now with this jump shot right here, this is for my people that like the rhythm shoot. This is Jonathan Isaac, LaMarcus Aldridge, and this is Victor Wembanyama, 70-30 blend, max speed on release. Now if you want to use it with square, you got to make sure you move the actual visual cue a little bit past, or a little bit slightly past the push. But as of this jump shot, this is more rhythm shooting. If you're a rhythm shooter, use this jump shot. If you're using square, just know you're gonna be holding that button for a long time. Now we got the Stanley Johnson. I always told y'all about Stanley Johnson base. Stanley Johnson, Baluba, Charles Bassey. Now this is a 50-50, 3-4 speed. You can switch it up if you want to. If you want to rhythm shoot, this is one thing about it. You're gonna end up having to put this more on the release end, but as of the timing, it's a fast jump shot with 3-4 speed. Like, that's one thing. I'm on a 7-footer. This jump shot is very nice. It's smooth. Like, I'm telling you, the catch and shoot, it's mostly feel like it's an instant, like, oh, catch, and then you release it. It's no hesitation. It's literally like a smooth, oh, I get the ball, I put the ball in the air, and it's there. Then we got Chris Bosh, LaMarcus Aldridge, Franz Wagner, 38-62, and his max speed, and it's almost in the between of push and release. Now with this one, a lot of people don't like Chris Bosh. I'm one of those people that really don't like Chris Bosh, but with this base and these releases I put together with him, I like it. I'm gonna be honest, really with Chris Bosh, it can be a hit or miss. The releases can be everything for a jump shot when it comes to like putting like with certain bases. Like certain bases can carry some releases, but certain releases can really ruin a jump shot, and that's very important this year. Then we got the Jonathan Isaac, Franz Wagner, Baluba. This is what I've been using. This is my go-to on my 7-foot build, on my 6'10s. This is my go-to. 3-4 speed, slightly almost the push and release mark. This is my go-to jump shot on my 6'10, 6'11, 7 foot. even a 7'1" that y'all will see very soon. But those are my go-tos and some of the jump shots that I use on my big builds, my small builds, my lockdowns, my poppers, low 3-point rating, high 3-point rating. But look, if it was something in this video that ended up helping you become a better shooter, or found something that ended up making you your best jump shot that you ever created, hey man, all I ask you to do, drop a like on this video, make sure y'all boys subscribe. That's all I ask. Put on post notifications if y'all haven't yet. And look, if you haven't sent this video to a friend that can't shoot, what are you doing? Send this video to one of your friends that can't shoot and they need a jump shot. But hey man, if you got any jump shots that you want me to try out or recommend, hey, drop them down in the comment section. I'm gonna see y'all boys in the next one, and check out the 2 videos on the screen, man.